What is up, boys and girls? Empire Steve back with you yet again. Today is Monday. Technically the market is closed today, but actually futures are open until 1 p.m. Today is the 16th. It is MLK Day. That's why the session was shortened. It's a national U.S. holiday. Banks were closed, stock market was closed, but futures were open, right? So they opened last night at 6. I did not pay too much attention, but I did take a couple trades today. Let me tell you actually real fast. This is another sale on Apex. It is 80% off your eval and then 80% off the monthly if you do not pass. So my link is down below. You may want to jump on that. Today I did take a couple of trades on different accounts, and then on my bigger TickTick account that is funded, I took probably the better trade of the day. I was streaming in Discord this morning, but we just could not find anything solid. I found one good play this morning, and that was actually it. So let me turn this off so it doesn't cloud this. I'll turn all of this off actually, so you can actually see what I'm talking about. This right here, this big one, is a 1 hour fair value gap. So you can't see it now, but here, now you can see it. This is a bearish 1 hour. This was the market last night. We ran all the way up to 40.28. 25 was the high, and we opened at 40.19. You can see that when the market opened at 6 p.m. last night. That's exactly what we opened up at, obviously, right? Because that's what it says. And then we started to sell off. So the market this morning, I started streaming around 8. I did not play, and I'll go back to the chart so you can see it. And I started streaming around 8 o'clock today. So there was this. There's a small fair value gap, but I don't count it because it's not the power of 3. So I did not play that. I did play this one, but I sold a little too soon. And then I waited and waited and waited and waited. And I stopped streaming around 10 o'clock. Maybe it was like 10:15 in Discord. And then we closed above this 1 hour. Very short term. We closed above it, and then that next hour we started to reject. So as soon as we started to reject, I got actually in early, and I'll show you this as a little bit more. I got in early. I got in at like 419, like up in this area. Because we'd already failed here. We were struggling 1, 2, and then got above it and failed. So I was like, So I got in, and then as price started to go in my favor, I was like, okay, I'm going to add. That's how I made the $2,800. I was up actually a whole lot more, but I trailed my stop a little too low. So I just don't see any other, like there's small gaps. So I was basing my stops off of the gaps that were forming and then the highs of these candles. So I put my stop at like 4,000. My average was 4,018 and my stop was 4,014. And then I finally got stopped out, and then look, price goes down. I had a lot of contracts, by the way. I had 14 because that's the most I could use. I had 14 contracts at 4,018, and I got stopped out. On TickTick, they have that end of day drawdown, so it doesn't account towards your unrealized gains like you would see on an Apex account if you're not above that threshold on a funded account. On the eval account, you have the unrealized drawdown regardless, but on a funded account, depending on the account, it starts to go away once you meet a minimum threshold. So, but in TickTick, you don't have that. You just have a strict, on the $100,000 account, it's just a strict, can't lose more than $2,500 in a day, and you can't lose more than $3,500 in you know, total. But once you have a funded account and you get above a certain threshold, then it's just $2,500 a day that you can't lose. So there's a bonus to that. So we perfect short here, and there's no problem. It was a little risky because we could have kept going higher and taking out that liquidity above 40.28, but that did not happen, thankfully. And the trade worked out in my favor. But that's just basically what it is. You find something that looks intriguing and you enter, and you maintain your stops as long as you have a stop in. My stop initially was above this fair value gap, so it was initially like 40. I think it was like 40.20. Actually, it's very risky, and I could have lost a lot of money if it went up there. But this account, I have some decent. I have a lot of wiggle room, so I'm not really worried about it. And then you can see what happens. Price came up into, and let's go to 1 minute. Maybe we see something more appealing, and I don't see anything in particular, but we did come up. You have this wick here, and then we failed again, and then poof, market closed. So luckily, I got one good trade. So that is basically it in a nutshell. I traded on my Apex accounts earlier. Didn't really just found one decent trade, and that was pretty much it. And then this was the banger. Like, this is the one that, you know, would have helped you get all, you know, some of that big boy money. But anyway, that's basically all that I have. If you all have any questions or comments, leave those down below. Don't forget to check out Apex's 80% off. My code or link is down below, and my coupon code, whatever it is down there. There's a TickTick, and I believe TickTick is 40% off, but not on the Express. Everything but the Express. And my code is down below as well. If you want a link to get into my Discord, that is also down below. You just got to hit the More button, and that'll take you to Launchpass. Unfortunately, it's not free. I do live stream daily, typically between 8. I'll typically go live between 8 and 8:30, and stay live until usually between like 10 and 11, depending on what's going on or if I have anything else going on. And sometimes I will go live again in the afternoons, but really I would just like to get a couple good trades a day and then just be done. That just seems to work out the best for me. Some people may like to trade more, but I really don't, because I notice that when I do that, I just give back profits. So I just really choose not to just keep trading. But anyway, I hope you all had a good day, and if you did not trade, cool. Today was one of those days where you could have sat on your hands. This morning's action was really boring, and then hopefully tomorrow will be a really nice day as well for all of our accounts, but we'll see. But that is it for me. I hope that you all have a great rest of your day, and we will see you tomorrow. Take care. Have a good one.